Hey everyone, this is Ian,
What's going on, guys? It's Andrew.
and welcome to another episode of Media Talk with Nolan Smith. Before we get into tonight's episode, I want to thank everybody for our tribute to Matthew Perry last week, and thank you, Alexa, for being part of that show.
Yes, thank you to everyone who tuned in, also who watched it when we posted. We want to apologize also for some clips that got, you know, um, cut cut out. Um, that really didn't really mean for that to happen, but unfortunately it did.
Yeah,
So we,
unfortunately, we're doing with a live streaming and you're using copyright, videos. They're very sticklers about that, so I understand. So I apologize to everybody. YouTube, I apologize to you. Going forward, if we do use clips, we're just going to use maybe a couple of seconds, or
Mhm.
just maybe watch it on this, on a pre-record thing, and then so it's not going to be a problem. So going forward, if we're doing a live stream, we're not going to do any clips.
Yeah. Yeah, so we won't do like a whole video like we did last time in last week. But hopefully we'll do more clips like Ian said, if it's a just like a couple seconds or maybe just on a pre-recorded episode. So we'll see on that. Um but yes, thank you to Alexa for coming in and giving her insight on Matthew Perry and Friends and everything like that. So we thank you, Alexa, and for a brief moment, thank you, Joe, for coming into the show also.
Yeah, we're gonna have Joe on the show one of these days.
Yeah, I know we keep saying that, and we gotta get him
I
on here.
know, I know, it'll happen. I don't
Joe,
know
we'll get
when,
you
but it'll
on.
happen. Mm,
Um, yeah, so thank you again, everybody.
yeah. So on to the big news. Yeah. As of Wednesday night, the actors' strike has officially ended.
Well, technically Thursday morning,
Well, Thursday
12:01,
morning for them, it
12:01 this
was
morning.
Wednesday for us.
Yes, 12:01, yeah. But yes, the actor strike is officially over. They did agree to a new 3-year deal finally after a historic 118 days.
Can you believe it?
4 months.
Yeah,
4 months.
it's unbelievable.
The last strike they had was, I believe, back in '07, I believe it
Yeah.
was.
And that messed with a lot of TV shows,
Yeah.
especially 24, because that got delayed a year, a full
Mhm.
year.
Yeah, how long did that strike last? Like 2 months or something?
Yeah, not as long as this
No.
lasted.
Yeah, but I do excuse me. I do understand where the actors were coming from, with this whole strike, I know we've gone over this in past episodes, but mostly the main reason that they were striking was the AI situation, um, which, they got resolved,
Mhm.
um, thank God. But also, I think I read in there that now it's going to be a historic pay increase that they're going to get. So,
Yeah, especially I think a percentage of shows or movies that they were part of. At least I think I'm not sure what the details were because some of them are still a little sketchy.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if they'll release like the full details on,
Mm,
um, on what they agreed to, but um, yeah, so I mean, I guess they'll get protection of the AI or something like that,
yeah,
historic pay increase, stuff like that.
but the point is they got what they wanted, which is good.
Yeah, which obviously they deserve. I mean, they
Yeah,
do all the work, they do all the acting and stuff like that, and
yeah, rightfully deserved.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. But you know, due to the strike and everything, unfortunately, some movies have been delayed to next year or the year after.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. What's interesting about this situation is this. Yes, some of the films did get delayed for 2004, I'm sorry, 2024, 2025. But some of the films that have already been in the can, are now going through drastic changes. Case in point,
Mhm.
Captain America: New Order. Now, filming had pretty much been done, before the strikes even started. But as we actually discovered today through a test screening, they've had to make major edits to three major sequences, and they have to now reshoot
Mhm.
because the test screening has been very
Yeah.
poor. Now, folks, you probably don't understand this. A lot of the films, especially these big budget films, do go through test screening. This is in case they have to make any changes in the film while it's still in production, just to make the
Yeah.
films better and also the audience have a good time. It's very crucial to the filmmaking industry.
They couldn't do that with Expendables? No, I'm kidding.
Ah,
Um,
no, they couldn't do it with Expendables. I don't know what happened there.
well, if they could have done the test screening, they could have seen that the movie was kind of, well, pretty bad. But anyway,
That's neither here nor there.
um, but yeah, it is a loss that they have to do most of the shoots over again. Um, but they just want to get it right. So, I mean, I get that, but it'll just delay the movie even longer, which, we kind of don't want, but, we kind of don't have a choice. So,
Yeah, slowly but surely, a lot of television productions are, going back to work. But right now, they're just prepping. A lot of the scripts have been already been written for some of these television
mhm,
programs, but they're just prepping and also making sure that the cast members are they want are available and will, do the shows. So it's going to take a little while before that starts. But what I'm hearing right now is several productions are going to be ready next month to really
okay.
start cameras rolling, which I believe one of them is CSI Vegas.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but there
Um,
are some that are actually going to start it possibly in January.
well, I did see today, um, I believe this is true, that they actually did start filming Blue Bloods actually today on the new season.
Well, which would actually make sense, because I'm pretty sure they've already had the scripts written for that, and
Mhm,
and they probably want to get production, ready to go. Because again, Blue Bloods is very much studio bound. It's also location bound, in New York. So
mhm.
as long as
Yeah.
the cast and crew is ready to go, then they're ready to go. So welcome back, Blue Bloods, if you have started filming, and hopefully the other
Yes.
productions will start filming as well.
Yeah, I would assume possibly after Thanksgiving, I would say. But if not, to your point, probably in the beginning of December, somewhere around there, after
Yeah,
the holidays and everything.
yeah,
But
um, yeah. What's interesting though is because of the strikes and I guess the studio is trying to save money and all that. Some of the shows did get canceled, including Rabbit Hole from Paramount. And what's interesting about that is it's a Kiefer Sutherland starred show, very intense, very high stakes. Would have loved to see a season two, but I think this would be a perfect opportunity to do a 24 revival.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
Well,
Um,
I think it's about damn time.
yes, but also, he has his music now, which also takes up much of his time.
He could do both. He found time to do Rabbit Hole. He could certainly find time to do 24 and do his music.
Kiefer, Kiefer, if you're gonna watch this, now's the time.
Yep. You better do it soon, because we kind of need this story resolved completely.
Yes, you can't end the show the way it did in Live Another Day. So
Yeah.
you can't do that. That was actually almost 10 years ago, man. Can you
Yeah.
believe it? 10 years ago.
I can't believe it. It felt like yesterday as we were watching that season, which we it really wasn't a season, but it was a miniseries. But still, we called it a season.
We called it a season because I think it started in January of 2014, I believe. So
Yeah,
it's technically almost a year.
actually, no, it actually started later than that because we
Oh,
saw
did it?
the Super Bowl trailer for it.
well, February. So
Yeah,
probably like February, March, somewhere around there.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
anyway, hopefully for another 24. So we'll hope the one more season. Anyway, um, but yeah, it's I'm just glad a lot of our shows, are able to go back to work now. Um, it was kind of a letdown because I couldn't see all my shows that started in September.
mm,
But you know, it was what it was. They fought for what they believed in. So I'm glad they got what they want.
yeah. But I'm really upset one of my
Um,
normal shows is ending. Magnum PI, that's ending very soon.
yeah, I'm catching up on that now. I think it's got 10 episodes, right?
Yeah, I think it's got 5 left. I gotta tell you, I've been loving the season so far. I've
Yeah,
loving the Magnum and Higgins romance.
yeah, I know. I mean, obviously, whoever if you guys are fans of Magnum, obviously in the old series, Magnum was not a woman.
Not
Uh,
no, Higgins was not a woman.
yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Higgins was not a woman. I apologize. Um, Higgins was not a woman. But I kind of like this. It kind of changes it up a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, but it's still a classic Magnum. Love the characters, love the friendship with Magnum, TC, Rick, of course Higgins.
I
So
would
I'm
have liked.
very sad to see it go, but I'm glad we got 5 seasons of it.
I would have liked Tom Selleck to make an appearance at least once.
I know, but he wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't do it.
I know. I mean, the old Rick did, and the old TC did, but
They both did.
Tom Selleck didn't want to come on. So,
Yeah, it would have been kind of cool if it was this Magnum's father. That would have been cool.
ooh, little plot twist there.
Yeah.
But
Oh well.
oh,
Oh well.
oh well, we'll see. But we got 5 episodes left, but it's not going to happen. So,
Yeah. No. 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 Anyway, we're gonna enjoy it. While it lasts. So thank
yes,
you very much, cast and crew from Magnum PI. Thank you very much.
yes, and also the new season of Bosch has come out.
Oh
Um,
my god.
I am watching the last 2 episodes as we speak. Um, apparently, my friend Ian here texted me about a few hours ago. I will not go into what he said, but he was very surprised on the ending.
Yeah, it was quite a surprise. And if you haven't watched the season of Legacy yet, please go on Freevee and watch it. Or if you never experienced Bosch or Bosch Legacy, you can watch seasons 1 through 7 of Bosch on Freevee, as well as Bosch Legacy seasons 1 and 2 on Freevee as well. They're fantastic shows. They involve the same character, Harry Bosch, who
Mhm.
was once a homicide detective. Now in Bosch Legacy, he's a private investigator. So, but trust me, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I mean, I was turned on to it, from my parents. They watched season one, and then you know they kind of turned me on after that, and then we started watching this, seasons together. Um, but just overall, just a great show. He plays Bosch like so well. He's like
Yeah,
the perfect Bosch. Um, the whole cast was just amazing. Yeah, I wasn't too sure on how the spinoff would be after Bosch ended. But I'm actually really liking the spinoff, um, and what they're doing with the story with his character and with all the other characters in the show. You do see, I won't give anything away, but you do see as you watch the show, the spinoff, some characters from the old show do come back
yeah,
in Legacy for at least a couple of like 1 or 2 episodes.
yeah. Just to see, how they, are a big part of the Bosch universe, and also what they're doing specifically in this chapter of the lives now, because some of them are very much retired detectives. So you get to see,
Yes.
how they're getting along in their lives. So if you haven't seen the series, please check it out because it's just phenomenal.
Yes, definitely. Please check out Bosch. You won't be disappointed. So just like Ian said, just check it out now.
Yeah, on only on Freebie.
Only on Freevee. Yes, yes. So just to end it, well, end this topic anyway. Um, just glad all the strike is over. All the actors are back to work. Um, can't wait for our shows to come back. If you have anything else to add.
Yeah. Having said that, let's go on to one of the biggest topics of tonight's episode. It's a movie trailer which was actually released yesterday, which was on Thursday, November 9th, and that is Sony Pictures Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I love the title, first of all.
They never put out the title when they announced the sequel.
No, they it was under the working name, the filming name Firehouse. You know,
Hmm.
which is obviously they're trying to keep the title a secret. Saying okay, they do that typically with a lot of these type of movies. They want to
Yeah,
make sure that audiences don't know what the movie is about, and of course, that pretty much started with Star Wars: Return of the Jedi, where the shooting, the shooting schedule, it was called Blue Harvest. Again, to throw off the people,
right.
and this is pre-internet. Now with the internet, you can actually see Echo One, screeching tires through the streets of Manhattan, in videos because
Yeah.
that's one of the most recognizable cars in movie history. But now we actually get the title Frozen Empire, and the story takes place in July, and something mysterious is happening in Manhattan. Suddenly, people are freezing to death. And what's interesting is we're hearing Dan Aykroyd's character saying that it's the death chill, where your blood through your veins turns to ice, and you freeze to death in seconds. And it introduces a new villain, something which is very unique in Ghostbusters because in Ghostbusters Afterlife we use an old villain, you know, in the form of Gozer. So Afterlife kind of play up to the nostalgic a bit. So I'm very
Hmm.
much liking this turn around saying, okay, we got a new villain, we got a new story. We still have some of the original Ghostbusters along with the new ones.
Yeah, I mean it's good for the three of them to come back. You kind of had Dan Aykroyd kind of explain what's happening, with everyone freezing and everything like that. But yeah, you have Paul Rudd obviously back, who you know is great.
Yeah.
Um, and then you have the rest of the cast from the last movie, which we liked a lot. So we hope this sequel is much better.
Well, Afterlife was pretty great, but yeah, we hope this
Yeah.
is even bigger. And
Yes, I agree.
it looks bigger, it feels bigger, and what's great about it is, we get to see the Ghostbusters really, in their element a bit more because now they're back in Manhattan, but also they're dealing up with the threat they didn't even quite, go up against and really haven't anticipated. And it has nothing to do with Gozer, like I said.
Yeah,
So that's very exciting. But also, you get to see a lot of the new Ghostbusters gear, including the red jacket, the freezer jackets, that they put over the jumpsuits. I'm like, where can I get one? Yeah, and this is for a summer release. I think is actually a March release,
hmm,
which I think they just had finished shooting just before the strikes had started. So I'm very excited to see, obviously a new Ghostbusters movie, and also just as excited to see, where the story's going to take our characters because just from the trailer, it just looks spectacular.
no, it really does. I mean, this is. I mean, obviously, what you touched on was, this is a whole new villain for them. Um, you know, they're not sure what they're really up against. They have to come up with a whole new plan to plan to defeat, whatever this villain is, because they don't know anything about it. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see what they actually come up with.
Yeah. And what's interesting about the sequel is a couple of characters that they're actually hinting at from the original two films. One, of course, I'm speaking of Walter Peck. That's right, the douche, that was a thorn in the Ghostbusters in the first movie. He actually did have a reappearance in the video game because he was in charge of trying to control the Ghostbusters. So I'm guessing that that's going to be the same thing around this time around, but I'm kind of hoping he ends up as a ghost because he's just annoying. He has no, uh, he serves no real purpose. He doesn't believe that ghosts exist, even though he saw all this stuff through his. He saw all this stuff, happening in Manhattan, and also in the video game, he was possessed by a ghost briefly. Just mind-boggling. That's one character. The another character, which was Oscar. This is actually Dana Barrett's son from Ghostbusters 2. So it would be interesting to see if that actually was the case. Just to see, okay, he's older and he's now part of the Ghostbusters, so he's kind of, following in his stepfather's footsteps. But again, I cannot say because this is only speculation.
Yeah, obviously you know about this, this more than I do, but you can't really do good on on speculation. Just got to see the movie,
Yeah,
pretty
because of
much.
course, as you know, folks, there's so many rumors happening around,
Too many.
surrounding some of these movies, so you don't know what to take. In fact, I'll give you an example. Right now, there's a rumor going around that Marvel is actually thinking of bringing back Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson in one of the Avengers movie. Now, Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel Studios, didn't quite, say this wasn't true, but sort of died down the rumor.
Yeah.
He didn't confirm nor deny. He did confirm that he was working on a film with Scarlett, yes, but as Sir Robert's involvement for Marvel, he wasn't saying.
No, he did say that, they have talked about it, but they never really said that they were bringing both of them back in another Avengers movie.
Yeah,
So, or another movie for that matter. Um,
yeah, and I had an idea of how they could do that if they were to be able to do that. And that was to, take the characters from different times, before, they were retired or died or what have you.
mhm.
Just and then bring them back in those moments, obviously. But again, I'm not going to give Marvel any more free, storylines. I'm done with that.
Yeah, no, before that, what was that? Before that story got released or came out, they were, which another rumor was they were gonna make another, um, they were gonna, sorry, there was a rumor of bringing the old Avengers back for another movie,
Yeah.
um, which I don't see happening. Which was another rumor, which Chris Evans would have to agree, and it would have to be the perfect um, story for him to come back if he were to come back. But I don't see them bringing all the Avengers back.
Now, yeah, this is why we don't really report on rumors, folks, because we don't know if it's true or not. So we just kind of like to keep that out, of our conversations. But unfortunately, there are rumors that we really have to talk about because the speculation is too big, to not talk about.
Yeah, yeah, we can talk about the rumors, but rumors are hardly even true. So
Exactly. Well, the
yeah,
rumors were to begin with. They're the rumors for
well,
a reason.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, like you said, rumors are just rumors. Obviously, we have to talk about the biggest rumors, but doesn't necessarily mean they'll come true. So
Anyway, uh, now that we've gone off that sidebar, really looking forward to Ghostbusters and Frozen Empire.
Yes, really excited to see that. So we will give you our thoughts on that in later episodes in a few months.
Yeah, the whole thing kind of makes me want to play Ghostbusters the video game tonight. So maybe I'll do that after the show's over.
Kind of now we were talking about the Avengers. Kind of makes me want to play the Avengers video game now too again.
I
Again.
know, I know. And they did stop all the new content. I think it was like 2 months ago. So whenever the stuff that you downloaded, that's it.
That's all you got. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the people that made Marvel's Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, that whole series. I'm waiting for
Hmm.
them to make their own Avengers game.
Yeah. If you haven't, um, if for all the video game Spider-Man fans out there, there was a report now out there that there will be only one main Spider-Man from now on, moving forward. Um, I haven't played the game. I don't know what happens, what goes on. But apparently something happens, and they're only sticking to one Spider-Man. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm not sure how long that's gonna last. Um, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a video game where we're like, okay, we kind of need this Spidey back. So we don't know yet. We don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah. Um, and they were talking about a third Spider-Man movie being like an Avenger Endgame uh, video game to end the, I guess, to end the trilogy.
Yeah. So you're probably gonna need Avenger level threats. So that's gonna be interesting. And I would not be surprised if maybe it's gonna be, maybe one of the goblins, but you never know.
No, you never know. But we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. But
Exactly.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I really had to get the
Yeah,
system.
we'll see.
I have to get the system. I have to get the game. I really have to.
I don't know what you're waiting for now.
I'm waiting for Black Friday. Maybe I'll get it then.
That's the worst day to get it.
No, I can order online or I could just wait for Cyber Monday. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
that was what I was gonna tell you, wait for Cyber Monday, but
I will figure it out. I will figure out. Rest assured, folks, I will get the system. I will get it.
he's been
Anyway,
saying that for months.
thank you, Mr. Killjoy. I will get it. Anyway,
Alright, alright.
uh,
I'll believe it
I
when I
was,
see it.
mm, anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, this
Ouch.
mm, today, which is Friday, the November 10th, is the release date of Marvel Studios' The Marvels.
Mhm.
This serves as a sequel to not only Captain Marvel, but obviously Miss Marvel and
Yeah.
WandaVision. The film actually has been going up and down in ratings. It's now currently at 61% on Rotten Tomatoes, a website we don't really follow. We actually listen to the fans' reviews,
Yeah.
but they're calling it a much better Marvel film than some of the other, installments. And we're here to tell you that on Monday, we're actually going to see it. And you're going to see an active theater reaction shortly after that.
Yes, there excuse me. All the all the critics or the reporters, whatever, they posted online saying, the movie was great, it was entertaining, all that stuff, which, I'm hoping that it is. So I'm really hoping that it's true. Because, we've seen how, all the other the last Marvel movies were. So it would kind of be good to actually get a good Marvel movie at this point.
I'd like a win for Marvel at this point, like my friend said. Personally, I'd like a win for DC because they really need it. But again, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, we're gonna let you know our thoughts on the Marvels after we see it.
Yeah, I did watch I did watch Miss Marvel yesterday. Actually on Wednesday actually. Um, so I did start that. It was actually pretty good show. Wasn't great, but it was, it was entertaining. It was fun. It had it was action packed in it. Characters were good. I really liked her as Miss Marvel. There's
Yeah,
that comedy in there and all that
yeah,
stuff.
she's
So
good. She's really good.
yeah. And then I think the post credit scene at the end of the show, I think is the scene from the movie that we saw in the trailer also,
Yeah,
where where Captain Marvel teleports into Miss Marvel's room. So
yeah. So then you can figure out, okay, what's up with that. So we're gonna find out on Monday.
yeah, we are. So it should be a good show. Good show, good movie. I apologize. Um, you'll see Nick Fury in there too, so he's back in the Marvel movies, so that's great too. Um, but yeah, it'll be fun to see these three heroes, I guess, just to team up and you know see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that?
I said, of course the heroes. Of course the heroes. Good
Of
lord,
course they
man.
are. All right,
Um,
all right.
yeah. Tonight was also the finale of Loki season 2. We have not seen Loki yet. We're gonna actually have a sit down and actually do a reaction to that. Uh, all that, but I'm just told it was very good.
Yeah, yeah, I was told it was really good too. They got good ratings, got good reviews, all that stuff. Apparently, it was like the finale was really really good. That's what I've heard. But I'm very excited to see season two whenever I get a chance, whenever we get a chance. So
Yeah.
we'll have a reaction to that show as well, hopefully soon.
Hmm. Okay. Before we end tonight, I actually want to reveal something to you guys, something I've been working on, which I'll pop up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually started a new merchandise business, for a character that I created. It's called Lillian, and here it is. I'm doing a series of Little Ian t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve shirts, stickers, phone cases. You guys should get this on phone cases. Yeah, it's at teampublic.com, and it's on sale right now. So you guys should get an iPhone 15 case. You can actually get on several different ones, and also Galaxy. That's
Thank
for this particular design. You also get coffee mugs, wall art, pillow, tapestry, tote bag, even a pin. Look at that, a pin. Oh, let's not forget baseball T-shirts.
Oh, yes. That's definitely something that, I would be interested in.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, my friend, absolutely. And for those of you that actually have kids, we actually have kid hoodies. It comes in different colors. Kid long sleeve T-shirts, and for those of you that are expecting and want to, start buying baby clothes, you also have a baby bodysuit.
Wow. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's
and it also
awesome.
comes in different colors. But this is not just one design; it's two. Like I said, in different colors. I'm gonna be actually posting, I'd say weekly, on my new design, and all of that for a little Ian line. I'm also going to be doing some Trouble with Their Comics line here as well. So you see a lot of Codem Hunter T-shirts and what have you on Team Public. You're also going to see some Media Talk merchandise as well, which once that's up, we'll actually provide the links in our show.
Yes, we are excited to, like he just said, we are working on a few designs for our show. So hopefully stay tuned for that when we have, you know, some ideas for our designs, or actually when we come up with a final design, we will share them with you when we have them. So we're very excited about that as well.
Yeah. So if you just want to go to teampublic.com, just look up Little Ian when Blu-rays attack, or in Little Ian going fishing. Trust me, they're worth these insane prices, which is on sale right now. It will be for the next 17 hours.
Oh, you get 27% off.
Exactly. So trust
um,
me, you don't want to waste this opportunity.
yes, definitely not. It's a pretty good deal. If you do not follow him on, on Instagram, he'll, post stuff on there with from his designs and everything. How to share the link and everything like that. So you should,
Exactly.
yeah, he'll post on there. He'll share stories. So just stay tuned on that. If you don't follow him, go follow him, and it's a pretty good follow.
Yeah, and it also has coffee mugs as well.
Who doesn't like coffee mugs?
Exactly. Yeah,
But um, yeah. So I think everything everything we came up with, that was pretty good idea. You
yeah.
know, your design, your designs are pretty cool. That that
Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. Oh, and shout out to our friends Corinne and Hannah for their Scooby Doing It podcast on YouTube. Thank you for your lovely comment, and we're looking forward to your next episode.
Yes. Saw your comment. Thank you. Your show is actually the show is actually really fun. It's
Yeah,
very They go over all the Scooby Doo movies that are interest to them. So it's fun. It's funny. It's entertaining. So give them a watch.
give them a like.
It's Give them a like. Subscribe to them if you
Yeah,
will. But
um, yeah,
yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun episode, and we can't wait for the next one. So yeah, so keep making them, guys.
yeah. I'm waiting for them to do an episode on Zombie Island. That's one of my favorite Scooby Doo films when I was growing up, because they've taken the horror element to another level, and they're like, it's not zombies, they're just people in masks. And you're like, nope, this is real.
Yeah. I mean, I like Scooby Doo. I do. You know, I just haven't watched a lot of them.
Yeah,
But you know, now they're gonna be talking about these movies on their show. I have to start watching these movies now. So
yeah, yeah. I love the first live action one that was released in 2002, because that was
Mhm.
written by James Gunn.
Oh, who doesn't like James Gunn?
Yes, the head of DC. Oh, the guy he actually has the DC under control now. We hope.
Yeah, and that was the problem with the second one. He didn't direct the second one.
But he didn't write the second one. I don't think he directed it.
No, that's what I said. He didn't direct the second one.
No, he didn't direct the first one either. He just wrote the first one.
Oh, okay, never mind. I apologize.
Yeah, Corinne and Hannah, I apologize for that, because he clearly doesn't remember if James Gunn actually wrote it or directed, the first one. So I apologize for that.
It's been a while, all right?
Why
So,
am I attacking you? I have no idea. I'm sorry.
yeah, why are you attacking me right now?
I don't know. I apologize. All
Sorry,
right.
guys. This is our little banter back and forth sometimes.
Yeah. We don't take it
Um,
too far. We don't take it too far.
no, we don't. We don't. But yeah,
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us tonight.
yeah. Just just one last thing. Not really any sports updates really. Um, so hopefully by next week I'll have some more sports updates to uh to share with you. Hopefully some baseball news going on with the off season. Hopefully some Yankees Mets news. We'll see on that. But I will follow through with my off-season plan for both teams, what they should do. In the off-season, how they should get better. So hopefully, stay tuned for that. And you know, not a lot going on with football right now. Giants. Not a lot going on with the Giants right now. So
Oh
not a
God,
lot to talk about. But except
they're
Daniel
killing me.
Jones. Daniel Jones just is out for the season. With an tour. He tore his ACL. So all I'll just say is not a good season for the Giants this year. So
My teams are letting me down. All my teams are
I
letting me
know
down.
New York teams are being let down right now. So Jets fans are having a little better season. So hopefully they win this week on Sunday or Monday. I think one of those days. I think. I believe it's Sunday. It's Sunday night. Um, but yeah, they're having a better season than the Giants are. So.
Oh God. Oh God.
um, yeah,
Before I get completely depressed about that, I think it's a good place to end it.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Well, I'm Ian Miller,
I'm Andrew Smith.
and this has been Me at Talk with Miller Smith. Join us next time as we actually do our after theater reaction to Marvel Studios' The Marvels. See you next time.
Don't want to miss it.
If you'd like to follow us on YouTube, just hit that like button and subscribe.